Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It is September 8th, 2023 and Barcelona are expected to go without Pedri and Araujo for a bit longer than initially expected. Also, it's reported that Barcelona are currently tracking Nico Williams. And finally, it's reported that Fabricio Diaz could end up waiting for Barcelona in a winter transfer market. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and just a quick update in regards to that Spotify Camp Now video that I promised you. The video is done, it's been uploaded. However, there's currently a copyright claim being made on the video by FC Barcelona itself for some footage that I used. So it looks like the video will have to be delayed a little bit longer because I'm currently disputing Barcelona's claim. So we're gonna have to see what YouTube ends up deciding. Now, having said all of that, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. If you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the bet us. Both links are down below in the description. Now, I'll begin with the news that Barcelona and Nike are already working on the next season's jerseys of the 2024-2025 season. And I'm here to report that both the home kit and the away kit have been leaked. Now, beginning with the home kit, it looks like the jersey will have that half and half scheme with half of the jersey being red and the other half being blue. And not only will the jersey sport that half and half scheme, but also the crest will be designed with that half and half scheme with half of the crest being blue and the other half being red. Now, it looks like this home kit pays homage to that anniversary kit that Barcelona wore in 1999, which was to celebrate the club's 100th anniversary since its inception. Now, in regards to the away kit, it looks like Barcelona will be going back to the black away jerseys, which Barcelona have wore in the past, but with the difference that this black jersey will actually have the Blaugrana colors. Now, assuming these images are correct, I must say I'm a big fan of the home kit, but of course, I always love to hear from you. What do you think about the home and away kit? Drop a comment down below. Now, on to the news that Barcelona will have to go a little bit longer without Pedri and Araujo than initially anticipated. Now, it looks like Barcelona will be without Pedri for another 6 weeks because Barcelona are being extra cautious with the player and they do want to err on the safe side given that Pedri has suffered many injuries in the past. So Barcelona do not want to risk his early return. They don't want to force his early return. They want to be 100% sure that the player will be 100% healthy to come back. And it seems that Pedri will not be coming back until after the international break in October, which is scheduled to be played between October 9th and October 17th. Now, in regards to Ronald Araujo, Barcelona are following the same exact strategy as Pedri, where the club want to be extra careful and want to err on the right side or err on the cautious side because Ronald Araujo, just like Pedri, has also had multiple injuries in the past. So Barcelona want to take as long as needed with the recovery of the player. And it's now being reported that Barcelona will have to go another 3 weeks without Ronald Araujo. So he will definitely miss the match against Real Betis and also the match in the Champions League against Royal Antwerp, with Ronald Araujo being expected to come back on September 23rd against Celta Vigo at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Now, speaking of injuries, it's reported that Barcelona have reached an agreement with the Danish national team to not play Andreas Christensen unless they absolutely have to. Now, Christensen has not been 100% fit since the beginning of the season, and we've seen the player being subbed off on different occasions. And as a result, Barcelona do not want to risk injuring Christensen, especially with Ronald Araujo being injured and Íñigo Martínez just coming back from injury. So as a result, it's reported that Barcelona had reached out to the Danish team and negotiated an agreement that unless Denmark absolutely have to play Andreas Christensen, to try not to play him. Now, as a result, Denmark did not play Andreas Christensen and they ended up benching him in yesterday's match, which Denmark played against San Marino. Now, speaking of the international break, Lamine Yamal has set 2 records in Spain's defeat of Georgia 7-1. Now, Lamine Yamal was subbed in during the match against Georgia, and as a result, he became the youngest player to feature for the Spanish team. And moments after that, Lamine Yamal scored Spain's 7th goal, becoming the youngest player in the history of Spain to score a goal for the national squad. Now, this is a legacy that La Masia have been able to build at the national level, because in 2020, Ansu Fati set the record for being the youngest scorer in the history of Spain, and that record was broken by Gavi in 2022. And now Gavi's record has been broken by Lamine Yamal, which is a huge testament to the amazing quality that La Masia continues to provide throughout the years. Now, while we're still on the topic of the international break, Robert Lewandowski scored 2 goals for Poland in their victory over Faroe Islands 2-0. And I think this is good news because, first of all, it's proof that Lewandowski is not finished, as many Barcelona players continue to claim. That simply he's not scoring at Barcelona because currently the team's tactics do not favor him. And the second reason why this is good news, because strikers need to score goals in order to continue scoring goals. They depend on that for their self-esteem and for their mental state. So it's really good news to see Robert Lewandowski scoring with Poland, and hopefully this will carry over once he comes back to Barcelona and returns from the international break. Now, speaking of attackers, it's reported that Barcelona are currently tracking Athletic Club de Bilbao, Nico Williams. Now, as I've mentioned these past few videos, Deco and Xavi have already began working on the upcoming transfer markets, not just the winter transfer market, but also the summer transfer market in 2024. And as I've mentioned these past videos, Deco is already tracking several players for Barcelona, including Gabriel Moscardo, Hugo Sotelo, and of course, Alvaro Montoro. While another player that Barcelona are currently tracking is Athletic Club de Bilbao's Nico Williams, who's a 21-year-old winger that can both play on the right and on the left, and he's known for his incredible speed and incredible dribbling ability. Well, it seemed that Barcelona had been tracking Nico Williams for quite some time, but now with more interest since his contract is set to expire in the summer of 2024. And Nico Williams has yet to renew his contract with Athletic Club de Bilbao, but there are some reports saying that Nico Williams will renew his contract with his current club. However, his agent is currently negotiating a low release clause, something that's below 90 million euros. That way, allowing Nico Williams to leave for a bigger club in case that offer arrives at any day. Now, this of course does not mean that Barcelona will for sure make a move for Nico Williams. For now, they're just tracking him to see what the situation is. And if Barcelona were to make a move for Nico Williams, is not going to be until the summer of 2024, which of course would require for at least one attacker from Barcelona to be offloaded, which begs the question, who do you think Barcelona would offload in case they do make a move for Nico Williams? Now, speaking of potential signings, it's reported that Fabricio Diaz has decided to wait for Barcelona to see whether Barcelona will make the move for the Uruguayan midfielder. Now, Fabricio Diaz is someone that we talked a lot about this past summer. He's a 20-year-old pivot who currently plays for Liverpool de Montevideo in Uruguay. And Barcelona had been tracking him for quite some time, but unfortunately, Barcelona were unable to make a move for him because his price did skyrocket after Uruguay became the Under-20 World Cup champions. Well, it's reported that despite Fabricio Diaz having offers from multiple clubs, he has decided to wait for Barcelona to see whether Barcelona will make a move in the winter transfer market. And if Barcelona do make a move for Fabricio Diaz, it's reported that the club could end up signing him for around 5 to 8 million euros. Now, Barcelona are considering several options besides Fabricio Diaz because, of course, they do need a substitute for Oriol Romeo and someone who can take over Oriol Romeo once the player is done at Barcelona, because after all, he is 31 years old. But this does not mean that Barcelona will for sure sign Fabricio Diaz in the winter transfer market, because I've already been seeing a lot of comments saying that Barcelona will sign Fabricio Diaz. It's very important to understand that this is one of many options that Barcelona are considering. And yes, Barcelona could sign him in the winter transfer market, but this is not 100% sure and it's not confirmed. So we are going to have to wait and see until January 2024. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, peace, guys.